Hey, what is up, YouTube? It is your girl Miranda here, and welcome to the final episode of Pathfinder. Wow, I can't believe that we're here on episode 19. We went through quite a journey with this game. It's one of my favorites, and I'm so glad I got to share it with all of you. If you watched through the whole series, thanks so much for going on this journey with me. And if it's your first time here, welcome. And if you like the video, check out the other ones. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video to hear my closing thoughts. As usual, do all the YouTube things. Thanks so much for watching, and let's get to the video. I think I was meant to do this quest in like chapter 3. Because these encounters are not difficult. Well, I don't know. I'm at the point now where like no encounter will be difficult, so I can just kind of base tank my way through everything. Jesus Christ. I got an achievement for that. How much damage did I do with that charge? Holy shit. I crit for, oh my god, like 7, like, I don't feel like adding these numbers together, but that was close to 800 damage on that charge. We did it. We got the charge achievement. Quadruple kill. Amazing. And you're dead. You're welcome. Aww. They're now going to be together forever. Our final level up. Oh, I'm sad. This is the last time we're going to get to level up our character. I mean, we did get to do it 20 extra times, but it's still, it's my favorite thing, and we're doing it for the last time. Oh, sad. So for level 40, I have all the paladin levels that I want, so I'm just going to grab a 4th level in Lore Master. So our final form is 11 levels of Divine Guardian, 10 levels of Eldritch Knight, 8 levels of Dragon Disciple, 4 levels of Sorcerer, 4 levels of Lore Master, and then 1 level each of Scaled Fist, Hell Knight, and Demon Slayer. What an absurd build. Oh my god, I love it. All these stats, like, my strength is 52. Jesus Christ. Charge! Dead. Holy shit! Do you guys see how much damage that did? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. That was well over 1,000 damage on that charge. Oh my god. Incredible. So Nevia's still level 6? She's level 4. Oh my god. Why doesn't Anevia get to level up? She's only level 4. What is she supposed to do here? At least Earbeth got to be level 12. Oh my god. I just realized that I had my game audio muted. Well, my bad. We'll fix it in post. I'm not going to fix it in post. I don't know why I'm picking up loot. I'm at the end of the game. What am I going to do with this loot? Nothing. It's a compulsion. I see loot on the ground. I have to pick it up. You defeated the abyss within yourself. After such a feat, routing its armies will be a breeze.
I did not do it alone. You have led your army to victory, and me to my dream.
Oh, I love it so much. Now you're shouldering the guilt for all the victims of the invasion? Isn't that a little too much for one Areelu to handle?
It's not about guilt. It's just that I am ashamed to take any joy in my freedom, knowing that this terrible war was the cause of it. Everyone would have been better off if the Worldwound had never been opened. But then I would have remained a monster. Perhaps one day I will atone for all the evil I did. But it took a far greater evil to make my redemption even possible.
Oh, I mean, this isn't your fault. It's not your responsibility. You shouldn't feel ashamed to take joy in, what you've accomplished, even though, like, it was at a terrible cost, but you weren't responsible for paying that cost. What are you gonna do after we win?
You know what?
Oh, we're gonna have the naughties. Oh, I can't wait. I'm such a dork. Are you ready? Then to battle.
I am ready. Let the abyss tremble in fear.
Oh my god. Could just kiss her right there.
The Citadel, the demon army. You know, I expected it to be formidable and fearsome. Something that would make me quake in terror.
No, I was
But now that I am
I was
standing
looking
at
at
its gates,
Cody.
I'm surprised at
His
how
pig
little fear
companion
I
was like
feel.
shaking his tail.
Do not mistake this
Oh,
for
we did it
bravado.
again.
Our enemies are
You're bad.
Commander,
Yes.
you promised us victory when it seemed impossible, and you did not let us down. Doing the impossible is your specialty. You have led us here, to the very gates of the enemy's lair. Now we will end this century-long nightmare once and for all.
You're so good at toppling fortresses by now, you can almost keep time by it. The Grey Garrison, Dresden, and now Threshold. So are we coming up on noon or midnight on the commander clock? Doesn't matter. The bards can settle that one. It's the hour of your triumph.
I'm so glad the two of you are here with me at the end. My dear friends. Nyamade is going to bless us. Okay. Wow, thanks for the longsword. Completely. Thanks for the useless gift, Iomade. Spooky, scary. Today's Halloween, by the way. I mean, if you're watching this live, you probably already know that, but when this goes up on YouTube, I'm recording this on Halloween, and it's spooky scary. So shards of several dozen large diamonds. They appeared up and used an unsuccessful attempt to cast spells. So that's actually a little bit of an Easter egg, because diamonds are a component of the Raise Dead spell, and I think also the Resurrection spell. It's a component of like Resurrection, Raise Dead. So that's like a little clue for what's going on. I mean, we've already seen Areelu's backstory, so we know she's doing all this to bring her daughter back to life. So yeah, this is like her lab where she was trying to do that. So naively trying with just like, you know, a Raise Dead or a Resurrection initially. But again, a Resurrection scroll has been ripped to pieces. A lot of like little details like that. Ah, spooky! Here we go, our confrontation with Areelu. So this can actually play out a number of different ways, depending on what path you're on, whether or not you're doing the secret ending, whether or not like you want to try to redeem Areelu. I kind of want to pick the lawful option here because, like, I mean, that's the first part. So the first part of that statement is, I agree with, is true. She knew what she was doing was against the law of the land. She knew that the witch hunters were going to try to come after her. She knew that she was putting herself in danger and her daughter in danger. I wouldn't go so far to say that she's to blame for everything that happened, because I mean, ultimately, like, yeah, she put her daughter in danger, but they were still the ones that killed her. So she deserves some sympathy for that. But I mean, all this, everything that she's done since then, there's no justification for that. So
I chose you because I felt a faint affinity to you. I thought your soul could accept the remains of my daughter's soul, like the soil accepts a seed.
yeah, but then what happens to my soul? You have to realize that I have agency in this. Like, I don't want to be part of your weird plans. So, like, you should have thought of that. Oh, cutscene. It's the echo of Discari. Well, I one-shot the real Discari, so what hope do you have? Alright. Wait for everyone to catch up, so I guess you'll get a couple turns. Oh, he fell down! Guess who's about to get fucked? And you're dead.
Now that your souls are separated, she is growing weaker and weaker. Why won't you just let me kill you? Extract your soul and finish what I started.
What do you mean, why won't you just let me kill you? Like, because I don't want to let you kill me? Like, what? Oh good, polar midnight. Right where my guarded hearth is. you just like kill yourself? Oh, there's the dragon. Come on, big damage. Hey, there we go. Big damage there. Why did I bother attacking there? Alright, that's one down. Oh, I have Baleful Polymorph. Oh my god. I need to cast Remove Curse on her to get rid of that. Oh my god, I've been Baleful Polymorphed as well. Oh my god. Oh, I'm stuck here. Let's go. There's something for more there. Oh, I do have Remove Curse. Okay. Oh, let's cast it as a swift action. Curse. Yeah. Fails to dispel. Great. Come on, big damage.
Away, you rascal.
Wow, I rolled 4 ones on that attack. Okay, come on, hit. There we go. Just one more. Okay, let's just start attacking.
You should have run.
Oh, it's a good start. Almost got her in that first attack. I think these Areelus are out of spells. Okay, so we got all the copies.
You are stronger than I could.
I hope I don't have to fight her again. Oh, we have a special legend option. You're right. I'm stronger than you could have anticipated. I didn't need the power you gave me to win, and I won't need the soul you corrupted to close the wound. No, I won't even require your life. To close the wound, one needs to split the soul of a key in two, correct? That's almost exactly what I did, and I'm still alive. I don't need your life, Areelu. Do what you will with it. I will close the wound myself. All it takes is a step beyond the edge. Just a step beyond the edge. It was actually pretty good ending. Life and death, destiny and great deeds, answers to mysteries, the search for one's true path. The mind can comprehend all of these, and then such concepts can be written down as a sequence of formulas, a series of lines, a chain of thought. Still, a moment always comes when it's time to wrap up, to reach a conclusion, to put a period at the end of the last sentence. The impossible rift, the bleeding wound that had tormented all of Golarion for 100 years, was finally healed. In the strange space beyond the horizon of the world, the commander parted with her shadow at last. Who else would have so rashly renounced her power for the sake of the faint idea of being herself? But the commander made her choice, and stuck to this path with a doggedness that even I cannot help but respect, no matter how much grief and anger that decision brought me. Okay, so I'm not going to read all of the ending slides, because there's going to be a lot of them. I remain the ruler of Dresden. It's my city. It's mine. This is cool. So this is the legend ending. So this one I will read because it's cool. The commander's accomplishment left a tremendous mark on history. For the next century, in just about every part of Golarion, philosophical teachings emerged that focus on the importance of being oneself, relying on one's own strength, rejecting others' gift if they were offered not as a way of helping an equal, but as a boon to an inferior. The most influential of these schools of thought was named after the commander, and its core concept was the following: every one of us has a shadow in our soul, and this shadow can make us stronger, but at the same time, it can impede our self-understanding. To fight the shadow, even at the cost of relinquishing its boons and power, is the path to true strength of spirit. This can be a metaphor for a lot of different things. Oh, here we go, Nocticula. She became the Redeemer Queen! Oh my god, that's such a good ending for her. I love it. Oh my god. The victory over the Worldwound changed many things, not just on Golarion, but in the Midnight Isles as well. Nocticula spent many days pondering the words of a certain young and fearless prophet. Before long, the Lady in Shadow openly renounced her realm and named herself the Redeemer Queen. This revolt against her own demonic nature transformed Nocticula, severed her ties to the Abyss, and brought her to Elysium. There, upon creating a realm named Midnight's Palette, the Redeemer Queen attained divine power and became the patroness of exiles. That's, oh my god, that's fantastic. We even managed to redeem one of the demon lords. That's how amazing Ember is. The Tierbaits were adamant about retiring from military service, leaving it all behind and escaping together, but urgent Eagle Watch business forced them to stay for a week, then for a month, then for many years. Even as Zenevia cursed their lot, however, her eyes would shine with pride, for she was always the first to admit that Earbeth was not the kind of person who could just jump up and retire. Aww, I love these two. Alright, so now we get companion endings, hooray! Being true to her friends was Zincila's blood, and it said that even while journeying through the farthest reaches of Galarian, she tried her best to keep in touch with the commander. Their rare meetings were always filled with joy. Yeah, I didn't get the good ending for long, because the game glitched out! Like, I fulfilled all the requirements to get the good ending, and it still got me the bad ending, so, well, guess land is fucked. Sorry, buddy. Well, Darren kind of got a shitty ending. Basically thrown into a hole by the Inquisition. They basically lobotomized him. I mean, that's a fantasy version of it. He basically just became like this zombie. Ember, his friend on his long wanderings, was one of the few living souls who did not forget about Darren. Only her rare visits could awaken a spark of awareness in the Count. Because he actually looked out for her. I mean, they actually had like a bit of a bond. Aww. Well, that's a good ending for him. I met an engineer by the name of Aaron Keir. Meeting turned into friendship, which turned to love, and then we got married. And then Seela went to the wedding. Aww. I convinced Greybor to return to his family. Aww. That's a good ending for him, too. Arushale, my love! They had to make it a little bit ambiguous because there's a lot of different things that could happen, and they couldn't just make it super specific. Arushale had changed her nature, completely ridding herself of evil, but she would not dare to live among mortals. She took up residence in a small house away from their settlements. Shortly afterwards, rumors began to spread. Some said there was a kind sorceress living in the cottage, or perhaps a reclusive saint, and people would come to her asking for help. She never refused anyone, and in time she earned their trust and friendship. Another commander's companion, Seela the Paladin, visited her sister-in-arms on a number of occasions to share tales of her latest adventures. Their meetings were always joyful and their conversations long and heartfelt. When the former demon was not busy helping mortals, she spent time with the commander, who often visited her at her house. They had nothing to hide or be ashamed of, and yet in her shyness, Arushale tried to conceal their relationship from prying eyes. So in my headcanon, we retire in that house together, and she bakes cookies, and we help random people, and we have a quiet life together filled with love and friendship and friends, and you know, the Tierbaits come visit us, and that's my headcanon. You can't take it away from me. I accidentally skipped the slide. I have no idea what it was for. I don't think it was an important one though. We got all the good
What
ones.
of me, the writer of these words? The half-demon witch known as the architect of the Worldwound. I was defeated. The victor spared my life in a gesture that was not quite a boon, not quite charity. I was left without hope, without a chance of finding a purpose again. I lived out my remaining days in an isolated cottage, far from everyone, needed by none, discovered by none.
That sounds depressingly familiar.
I have recounted the story of my life for you, Pharasma, Lady of Graves. Not only of my life, but of the commander's also. I believe the tale of such an illustrious figure would win a goddess's curiosity. Now you know everything. I await your verdict, goddess.
You wrought great evil, while it stemmed from the evil that was done to you. Your actions far exceeded it.
He's not wrong.
Your soul is dark, and there is only one place for you in the universe. I shall send you to the Abyss, plane of pain and fury, suffering and privation. That which you have done to others will now be done to you. So be it.
The end. Yay! What a great game. I love this game so much. Quite the story. And it's like, that's my third time through, and it's still like really gets me. Closing thoughts. The legend path was pretty cool. They did add some new stuff to it. I think it has like a good message, just relying on yourself and rejecting unholy powers, who are kind of rejecting the divine and being immortal. Mortal, not immortal. I realize those two sound very similar. I did like the legend run. It was interesting to have characters in my party that I don't typically have in my party. Although we did play that game with mostly mercenaries. Like the very ending of the Richelieu romance is a little unsatisfying, because I really want the and we lived happily ever after story. That's the ending that I want, and that's, like I said it earlier, like that's my headcanon, that we both retire to that house, and we just enjoy the rest of our lives together. It just it's really touching, because that's what I want in real life. I'm glad that I get to share my love of this game with people, because this is a game that really, really touches me. Like I love it so much. It's it's something I've really, really connected.